I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures, downtown Chicago. It's Friday. First and foremost, we're getting comments, we're getting calls on these videos, so that's always good. And I've got some of the first accounts I ever opened about 20 years ago, and as they say, that's a good thing. We're still working together. So call us anytime. We're here to talk to you about the grain markets this morning. We'll start with the corn market. Something's brewing in these grain markets, okay? The funds have more money to defend their long positions, and it's just the time of year, the uncertainty of acreage and what lies ahead. So be careful being short these markets. Wednesday, what a rally in the grain markets. And then Thursday, we sold off a little bit. So when there's volatility like this, I like to tell clients, look at the weekly charts to see if you can spot the trend. Our first weekly chart today on the corn market, it's a weekly reversal up. Now, if we can close to the extreme high, and it's early here in Chicago today, my work, my analysis, I'd be technically friendly to the corn market here in the next 5 to 10 business days. So we'll see about that. Nice weekly reversal in corn. So soybean market. Okay, soybeans, again, what a rally on Wednesday. We sold off yesterday. So there's volatility in the air. That's what happens when we go to higher prices. Our next chart is the weekly chart on soybeans. We're right in the middle of the week between the high and the low. I'm not sure the soybean market knows which way to go. So a lot of this is about acreage shift now, and it's March, and we get this March 31st planning intentions, a very big report later in the month. Remember last week I said maybe we're going to get 5 million acres more in soybean, maybe 3 or 4 million acres less in corn. That's what they're talking about. Here's a little trivia on acreage. 1924, we had 1.5 million acres of soybeans. This year we're going to get 88 to 90 million acres of soybeans. Isn't that impressive? And in 1924, I think the acreage of corn acres was about 75 million acres. But you're really seeing this growth in soybean acres in our great country. And soybean is the legume the protein wants. So this is, as maybe this year we're going to get closer to 88, 90 million acres in both corn and soybeans. Okay, the trucks are loaded up in Brazil to bring soybeans to the ports. Brazil, they built some big ports in the northern part, and there's one highway that goes to that port, and that's washed out with all these rains. So the trucks are backed up about 50 miles. Don't buy soybeans because of backup in this Brazilian infrastructure. This happens every year. And you don't have to look any farther. Great USA, the great roads and great bridges that we build, not to mention the locks and dams. Brazil, really a third world country on this infrastructure, and they really struggle with it. So, and now the wheat market. Our next chart, a weekly chart in wheat. You can see nice movement going higher here. Egypt is the biggest wheat buyer in the world today, and they're continuing to buy wheat at higher prices. I find that very, very interesting. So it's, again, the time of the year. We're into March now, and we'll just see where we go from here. And one last thing, wrapping this up, all of our meats, our cattle, our hogs, our chicken, all of this industry is growing substantially. And there's 2 hog plants coming on board in Iowa, and there's one in Michigan in 2018. So, and this investment is like $750 million. So $1 billion here and $1 billion there, and you're talking about real money. But this is all predicated on exports. And so another driving force for our corn, soybean meal market. And it's a very good story. Everybody have an excellent weekend. Thank you.